Okay, so retirement planning, huh?
Yeah.
I bet just hearing those words is enough to make some people want to like curl up in a ball and ignore it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot for sure.
It's definitely a bit overwhelming. And the stats don't lie either, right?
Right.
You see, 72% of Americans feel like they're behind on saving for retirement.
Wow.
And almost half of them end up retiring earlier than they planned, often because, life happens, things pop up, unexpected events and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, life has a way of doing that, doesn't it? Throwing curveballs when you least expect them.
Absolutely. So today, we're going to like dive deep into this Athene Agility fixed index annuity
Okay.
to see, if you can offer some solutions to these anxieties, these worries that people have about retirement, right? We're going to see if it can maybe ease some of those worries.
Yeah, I think people really do overlook the emotional side of retirement planning.
Totally.
It's not just about the numbers. I mean, the numbers are important, but it's also about having that peace of mind, knowing that you're going to be okay.
Absolutely. You want to sleep well at night, knowing you've got things somewhat figured out.
Exactly. Exactly.
So let's just start with like the basics here. We're talking about Athene Agility, and it's a fixed index annuity, an FIA, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you just like, for someone who's totally new to this, break down what exactly an FIA is? What is this thing?
Sure, sure. Imagine if you could take the security of like a savings account, that safety and knowing your money is protected, and combine it with the growth potential of the stock market. But like without the fear of losing all your money if the market like takes a dive. That's basically what an FIA is. It's a contract you have with an insurance company, and the money you put in grows based on how a specific market index performs. But the really cool part is your principal, that initial investment, is safe from losses. It's protected.
Okay, so you're kind of getting like the best of both worlds. You're getting the safety and the potential for growth, but without the downside risk.
Right, exactly. It's like a way to participate in the market's upside without, taking on all that risk.
I see. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So we've talked about FIAs in general. Now let's zoom in on Athene Agility. What makes it stand out? Why is it special even among FIAs?
Okay, so Athene Agility, it's really all about flexibility, and they have some really great features. One of the most amazing things is that it has no fees.
Wait, seriously, no fees?
Yeah, no management fees, none of those pesky administrative costs.
In the world of finance, that's like finding a unicorn.
Yeah, it's pretty rare.
So all the money you put in, it's all working for you.
Exactly. Every penny is growing, not being eaten away by fees.
That's incredible. But, I'm wondering, does that mean you're sacrificing growth potential? Because, like, come on, no fees. Got to be a catch, right?
That's a great question. And, it's natural to think that, right? But here's the thing. Athene Agility has this thing called the Enhanced Benefit Base Bonus. And what that does is it gives your benefit base a boost, like right up front. So it's kind of like getting a head start on your savings. And that can potentially lead to even higher payouts down the road when you need the income.
Okay, so you're not giving up on growth just because there are no fees. You're
Yeah.
actually starting off with a boost.
Exactly. It's like, they're giving you a little extra push to help you reach your retirement goals faster.
That's cool. Now let's move on to this interest credits on earned interest thing. I got to be honest, it sounds a bit technical. Can you help me understand what it means and why it matters so much?
Right, right. So basically, it's all about the magic of compounding, right? It's not just that you're earning interest on like your initial contribution, but you're also earning interest on the interest you've already earned. It's like a snowball effect.
A snowball effect. I like that analogy.
Yeah, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger over time, which is, what you want when it comes to retirement savings.
Okay, that makes sense. The longer your money's in there, the more it's working for you. So a little army of money-making elves working around the clock.
Exactly.
But let's face it, not all retirements are created equal. Right?
No, not at all. Everyone has their own unique situation, their own needs, their own goals.
Totally. So how does Athene Agility handle that? How does it cater to all those different individual needs and timelines and all those things?
Well, that's where the income rider comes in, and it's all about flexibility. You can choose between a level payout, which gives you a steady income stream for life, like a guaranteed paycheck, or you can go for an increasing payout, which adjusts over time to help you keep up with inflation. So if you're worried about rising costs, that's a really great option.
Options are good. Having choices is always good, right?
Exactly. It's all about finding what fits your individual needs and your comfort level.
Okay. Now, one thing I've heard people say about annuities is that they can feel a little bit restrictive, like you're locking your money away and you can't touch it. Is that true with Athene Agility?
That's a common concern, and it's understandable. But with Athene Agility, they recognize that life happens, unexpected things pop up, so they offer annual free withdrawals.
So you can access some of your money if you need to.
Exactly. You can withdraw a certain percentage of your funds each year without any penalty. And there are also waivers in case of like terminal illness or if you need long-term care. So they've got you covered if life throws those unexpected curveballs your way.
Okay, that's reassuring. You're not completely locked out of your own money if you need it.
Nope, not at all.
Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, the thing that keeps a lot of people up at night. Outliving your savings. It's a real fear.
Right. It's a very valid fear. People are living longer and the cost of living just keeps going up.
So how does Athene Agility address that? How can it give people peace of mind that they won't, run out of money in their golden years?
Well, that's where the guaranteed lifetime income feature comes in. It basically ensures that you will receive income payments for as long as you live, no matter how long that is.
Okay, so it's like a safety net. No matter what happens, you're going to have income coming in.
Exactly. It takes away that fear of the unknown of running out of money. It gives you that peace of mind knowing you're going to be okay.
That peace of mind, that's priceless, right? Now, what about legacy? What happens when, sadly it's time to pass on? What options are there for beneficiaries? What happens to that money?
With Athene Agility, your beneficiaries have a couple of choices. They can receive the death benefit all at once as a lump sum payment, or they can choose to have it paid out over a 5-year period. So it gives them some flexibility in how they manage that inheritance.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. So they've got some options depending on, their financial situation and what works best for them.
Right, exactly. It's all about making things as easy as possible for your loved ones during a difficult time.
Absolutely. So we've covered a lot of ground here from, protecting your principal to all the different income options, no fees, the whole 9 yards. If you had to sum it up, what's like the big takeaway, the core idea behind Athene Agility? What's it really all about?
For me, it's about empowering people to feel confident about retirement. It's about having a plan that can adapt to life's ups and downs and giving you that financial and emotional security. It's about knowing you've got a safety net and you can enjoy those retirement years without constantly worrying about money.
Yeah, retirement should be about enjoying yourself, traveling, spending time with family, not stressing about finances.
Exactly.
So final thoughts. What's the one thing you want to leave our listeners with today? Like what's the most important piece of advice you can give them?
Well, I'd say retirement planning, it's not a one-size-fits-all kind of thing, right? Everyone's situation is different. So if any of this resonates with you, if you're intrigued by what you've heard, I encourage you to reach out to a financial advisor, talk to them about your specific goals, your risk tolerance, and see if Athene Agility might be a good fit for your overall financial plan. They can help you figure out all the details.
Great advice. And as you're, considering all this, thinking about your options, I want you to ask yourself this. What does your ideal retirement look like? Seriously, close your eyes for a second. Picture it. What are you doing? Where are you? Who are you with? What are your biggest hopes? What are your biggest fears? And how could something like Athene Agility help you bridge that gap between where you are now and that beautiful vision of the future?
That's a great question to think about. It really gets to the heart of what retirement planning is all about.
Totally. All right, thanks for joining us for this deep dive into Athene Agility.
It was a pleasure being here.
We hope you feel a little more informed, a little more confident, a little more empowered to take control of your retirement journey.
Absolutely.
Thanks again for listening.
Thanks, everyone.